Hey guys, hey Dr. Mike, we are live.
Look at us. Live we are.
It's to me it feels like it's like 9:30 at night. It's like 6:30. I telling you, it's wild.
With it getting dark so early, it is a little crazy. It does feel like midnight.
All right, well, let's get into our second of many more Ask Us Anything. We got a bunch of great questions. One on a little bit of blood work, couple exercise type questions, and a couple questions on some of your more recent social media posts. So
Yes.
so let's get into them. Um, the first question is pretty near and dear to me because it's been a problem that I've had in the past, and two people, um, two other people that I know very closely are having a similar issue. And the question is, I believe I might be low in iron. I'm so tired. I just have no energy. I'm fatigued. Should I start taking iron, or should I supplement with iron?
That is, you go ahead, you take it. It's
Yeah,
really, really important that you guys listen to what Dr. Noah is saying.
yeah. Here's the most important idea and concept when you're talking about iron. Too much iron is a far bigger problem than too little iron. Too much iron, it could be a hemochromatosis will cause too much iron.
Yep.
You could, I guess you could supplement with iron or eat enormous amounts of liver and have too much iron. But when you have too much iron, it acts as a pro-oxidant as opposed to an antioxidant and really wreaks havoc. And for those people that have too much iron, you actually have to do therapeutic, like a blood drive, like what is that called? Donate. You have to donate blood therapeutically.
Yep.
Um, so the answer is before you start supplementing with iron, you should absolutely 100% get your blood work done.
Yep.
And you want to get a full iron panel that includes ferritin and iron, UIBC, and the whole picture. And then once you have that picture and correlate it with your symptoms, then we could start talking about supplementing with iron. But before that, got to get some blood work, folks. It's one of those tricky things that are really important. Personally, I supplement with a little bit of iron every day and get my blood work done frequently to make sure I'm in the right zone. But it's that important.
And if you are low in iron and you are going to supplement with iron, you have to make sure that you're also taking copper.
Copper, you
Super
have.
important.
Yep, you. There's a lot of little. Then these are all those nuances, right, Mike? You want to
Yeah.
make sure it is copper. Um, the supplement that I like the most has a little bit of liver in it, which is going to have the copper that you need. It also has vitamin C, and it also has HCl. All of those things kind of help with absorption, help to not constipate. So there's a lot of nuances when you're dealing with iron. So um, you want someone that can help you with walk that through, and you could probably do it by eating liver several times a week too. But I know you, Mike. You can't tolerate liver,
Hey, I know.
uh, uh,
That's the
but
name.
uh, but there are a lot of nuances, and you got to talk and work with somebody that really knows what they're doing. So that's a
What's
fantastic question. Oh,
Yeah, what is that supplement that you take that you've recommended to people when you've seen their blood work? What one was that?
it's Apex Energetics,
Apex. Yeah.
and it's called Heme Vite Plus. But as far as I know, Apex Energetics you have to get through a physician or a healthcare provider. Like I do not think you can get that
Right.
anywhere. But I
Right.
like that because of the reasons we just talked about. It's
Yes.
potent. It's got vitamin C in it. It's got HCl in it. It's got a little bit of liver in it. It's a tremendous product that I take and that I've recommended with other patients a dozen times.
Cool. I'll read the next one. You answer it. The next
Sure.
question was: I'm hearing a lot about zone two cardio. Can you explain what that is?
Mike, I don't know if it's me or maybe you can confirm. I mean, the Primal Institute that we're both uh, graduates of, they talked about this, but I don't ever remember being called Zone Two Cardio before. Do you remember it ever being called that until recently?
No, I think that's just a term that popped up recently.
Yeah,
Um,
I
yeah.
you hear Rob Wolf talking about it almost every single week. The Primal Institute talks about it. Basically, the idea is doing some sort of cardio type exercise for at least 30 minutes where you can have a conversation with your partner. The perfect example I see is when I run with the Essex Running Club. Most of those training sessions are zone 2, where you're running at a decent pace, but not super fast. You might be running 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 miles, but you're running at a pace where you could actually talk to your person, your colleague. And
Yeah.
and I know that's what Hayden does too as well when they do their long runs. He's talking to his fellow runners all the way through, and it keeps you want to keep your heart rate around 60, 70%. And of course, you can measure that with different heart straps and all different types of things. But the basic idea is doing it for 30 minutes and keeping your heart rate on 60 to 70% of max, where you could be able to have the actual conversation. And you don't have to run. You could do I don't know. You could jump rope. You can you could do almost anything as long as you're keeping it at that range for a prolonged period of time.
Yeah, this is really my take on it is zone 2 cardio. It is really age and fitness level dependent. So it could for a 80-year-old, it could be just walking.
Right.
And it will keep it in that range where you can literally have a conversation. And that's what I think of. Not so much running, but you could do the elliptical. You could do really anything where you're just keeping it in that 60 to 70% range. So it really is fitness level dependent and age dependent. And the results are pretty remarkable that they're showing when we are getting at least that 30 minutes per day.
Have you seen anywhere where, like, how many on top of the different type of training and exercise you do, how many times a week are you supposed to do the zone 2 training?
I believe it's 150 minutes per week.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's 150. So basically, it would be 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, which really is not a lot. The Fitbit definitely measures it. And usually I get like 300 minutes, 400 minutes a week. So it's really not that hard to get that 150. So
that's cool. Cool.
good
I just
stuff.
they change these names of things that
Yes,
people have been suggesting for years, and
Yeah.
it confuses you a little bit.
absolutely. So that was a good one. So what is 12-3-30?
This is something that is very popular that I've just heard about, that I actually had a couple patients recently come in and talk to me about too. And I haven't even tried it yet because I don't have a treadmill at home. The only treadmill that I have available is in the office, but it's a workout that it's probably, we just talked about zone 2 cardio. It's probably will be a little bit more than a zone 2 cardio, but maybe it isn't. I guess it depends on the person and the age. But it's basically, you're going to walk on a treadmill for 30 minutes. Well, 12, you're going to put the treadmill on a 12% incline. You're going to set it at a 3.0 speed, which I believe would be 3 miles per hour speed. And you would walk for 30 minutes. So 12, 3, 30. And I could see that being pretty difficult for the vast majority of people.
Absolutely. 12% incline is a significant incline. It is it's up there. So, and then 3 miles per hour. That's a brisk walk. So keeping it that way for 30 minutes, you're going to get a good workout in for sure.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, it's age dependent.
Yep.
I haven't tried. Have you tried it yet, Mike?
No.
I'm gonna have to try it just to see what it feels like, because I do personally, I do hill workouts, and I train Hayden and Kellen through them, and the soccer teams. But this is much different. This is for 30 minutes. I could see that being quite a long time at a 12% incline.
Absolutely.
But that's what that is. I have not tried it yet, but I certainly think it's a good recommendation. All right, Mike, let's go into 2 of these questions on some of your social media posts.
Yes.
We'll chat. We'll go through all these. Let me read the question, and then you could list them and the tips, and we'll just chat about everything.
Yeah.
I saw that you published 2 short articles this week. 3 almost magical tips to maintain your weight and enjoy this holiday season, which is always a concern, right? People
Absolutely.
gaining weight over the holidays.
Yep.
And it's the holiday season. Give the gift of wellness. Can you talk about 3 tips and what are the good gifts this holiday season?
Yeah, that was a great question that one of my readers asked. So, 3 magical tips to maintain your weight is aim like you just time is condensed during the holidays. So, aim for a shorter, higher intensity workout during this busy time. So, really easy. You want to do some sprinting if it's possible. You could do sprints on the elliptical. You could do sprints on the treadmill. You could do sprints at the park. You could do sprinting on a bike. You could do sprinting with your rowing machine as well. So you just want to get in there. It's basically get in and get out and get it done. That's number one.
Well, let me. It's my understanding with a sprint workout or a high intensity workout that the benefits of that workout, if you do it truly in a high intensity fashion,
Yep.
lasts for multiple days,
Yes.
as opposed
Very
to.
much so.
So, I love that idea. Like you said, time is condensed, so you're going to get a bigger bang for your buck if you do that higher intensity workout.
Absolutely. The next one is follow 80-20 rule when it comes to eating healthy. So basically 80% of the time you're eating healthy and the other 20% you allow yourself the luxury of enjoying the holiday festivities, so to speak.
Mike, the stress of being with your family or going out for the holidays and seeing that piece of cheesecake and just,
Yep.
Killing yourself to not have that piece. I believe it's got to be worse mentally for most people than just having a small piece and just
Right.
enjoying it.
Yes, exactly. Have it, enjoy it, savor it. There's really twice a year that I allow myself to have, whether it is a piece of carrot cake or gluten-free pumpkin cheesecake, gluten-free carrot cake, gluten-free pumpkin cheesecake. One is at Thanksgiving and the other one is at Christmas. So enjoy it. It's you just don't need to go overboard with it. And if you follow the 80-20 rule, it basically, if you're eating 3 meals a day, you want 16 of those meals to be healthy. That's not really that hard, like when you really think about it, if you broke it down into that format. But I just it's enjoy the holiday that way. The third and the last magical tip is get enough sleep. Now, listen, we've been seeing patients for over 20 years. The number one thing that I see across the board is people are not getting enough sleep and they're not getting quality sleep. This goes without saying, and it dramatically impacts your quality of life.
I'm laughing. It seems like everybody in my life knows how important and how early I go to bed. So there's a multi-class reunion on Saturday night, and I have to go to help with some fundraising. And in the chat, it says, "Yeah, no, you're gonna have to stay up later than your bedtime." And it's the thing goes, it's like from 6 to like 9:30 at night. So
That's funny.
so.
That's a good one. My wife has not been feeling great, so she says to me, "Well, I'll go to bed early so that you can go to bed early, as opposed to staying up watching Hallmark or reruns of SVU or something." So it's very funny that same thing. She goes to bed very early, but she's been going to bed even super earlier now.
And let's just talk about those little, slight sleep hygiene tips. It's common this time of year to have the heat raging in your house. That's going to affect your sleep. You got to try to keep it cooler in your bedroom if you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to help you go to sleep. Of course, blue light, not eating too late, These things will help you increase your sleep quality. If maybe you can't get in extra hours, maybe you can at least do those sleep hygiene tips to make those sleep hours more quality, more effective, more deep, and more REM sleep in those hours.
We actually don't have the heat on in our bedroom. We sleep usually, unless it's down in the teens, with the window open, cracked open. Um, you could always add more layers, but been tracking sleep for years, and there is a dramatic difference in the quality of sleep and how cool the room is. There's times that we look at that thermostat, it's 63, which
Yep.
is chilly, but you just add another blanket.
All right, so those are the tips, and now we're going
Yes.
to talk about some good, maybe gifts, maybe stocking stuffers, some
Yes.
self-care types of gifts that are all exceedingly reasonably priced, but fun and things that everybody wants, needs, and uses.
Yeah, I mean, a great gift to give people is a wellness experience. Um, for example, trying something that you don't usually do. You see, for example, rock climbing. There's quite a few places that have popped up that offer indoor rock climbing. That's a great gift to give. Another one is an overnight stay to a retreat or resort with massage, wellness classes, yoga, eating healthy. So that's a really good one. Can you think of any other ones, Noah?
For that, I mean, there's tons of day spas. There's that one I think in Edgewater. I can't remember the name. I mean, there's a ton of local places. There's tons of places you can go away for. But I like the idea of even like a gift subscription to like Massage Envy or something as
Yeah,
simple as that
brilliant.
would be
That's
perfect.
brilliant. That's a great gift. I like that one. Number two is self care. So self care can include many things, including Massage Envy, but it can also include stuff like a sleep mask, essential oils, an acupuncture mat, which are really cool. Theragun, which are now a lot more affordable than they were years ago. A really nice bathrobe, or even a really, my wife journals every day and has these beautiful journals. So those are
Mike,
some of the things.
I have every one of those. I got every one of those. I got to tell you what, don't underestimate a great sleep mask. I use one almost every single night, and I don't really need it per se, but I like it. My younger son Kellen, I see him. He looks kind of, it makes me laugh and chuckle because he's a 12-year-old, but he
Yeah.
uses one almost every night. So
Nice.
don't underestimate a great sleep mask. There are, I don't know the brand I have now, but you want to talk about a full blackout. They have ones that are really cheap that really, really block out every speck of light. I'm a big fan, big fan.
Nice. Number three is skincare. So face masks, eco-friendly bath products, night cream, and then Fave or Fav company products. You used what was his name? We had him on the podcast.
Yeah,
Alatura.
yeah, that's it. So so first you could get some neat stuff at Trader Joe's that falls into this category. You could definitely get a lot of neat stuff at Thrive Market, who you interviewed, the creator and the
Yes.
co-founder and that. And then one of my favorite companies for skincare, and they have all sorts of. They even have stuff with meteorite powder in it and pearl creams, and I like their gold serum and their night cream are my two favorites. But Alatura, um, oh man, the guy's name is escaping me right now, but
Yep.
the creator and owner. But Alitura, and they have. And the other tip that we've talked about in the past, Mike, and we don't have any affiliation with any of these companies anymore, is that this time of year they are all pushing their product with 20% off, 30% off, 40% off. So if these are the times of the year, if you're not even getting a gift for somebody, this is the time of the year to try these products that are typically a little bit more expensive than your average product.
And the other thing that people don't understand don't quite understand is that it is really easy to be dehydrated this time of year. It is an osmosis thing where moisture is literally being sucked out of your skin, and you get to be very, very, very dry. So it's really important that you stay hydrated. Next one, Healthy Home, eco-friendly cleaning sprays, spray bottle, and a humidifier.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing. Check out Trader Joe's, check out Thrive Market Online. Those are places that have really great products and things that fall into this category.
And we have a humidifier that we use almost year round in our house. I like the ones that are filter free and you just clean them regularly, and they're super cheap, 30, $40.
Cold mist?
Cold mist. Yeah, and just make sure you clean them regularly. We use it all the time. Really helps. We actually take them with us when we go to see our daughter play in college. So cool stuff. We got a couple more to go. Fitness. So yoga mats, water bottles, jump rope, resistance band, gym bags, and gift card to your business. It's brilliant. Straightforward.
Yeah, these things are, every year I say I want to learn how to juggle and jump rope better, and I never really fulfill that goal. But I like the fact that the jump rope is on this list.
I like and what I would suggest is you can also look into a mini trampoline. If jumping rope is too much on your knees, try a mini trampoline because you're getting the same benefit. I believe. I meant to check with Andrew Huberman on that.
They used to call them rebounders, right?
Yeah, rebounders. Yeah, exactly. So I think you're going to get the same results with that, but I'll clear that up in the next month or so when I can get a chance to send that out to them. Number 6 is nutrition. So you got protein bars, protein powder, hydration powder, and 5 Fave kitchen gadgets. Protein bars, they are what they are. There's some really good ones out on the market. I'm trying to think of what I have been using lately. What have you been using lately?
My favorite by far is the Keto Crisp bars. I mean, I'm a friends with the co-founder. I talk to him regularly. I think the butter and salt Keto Crisp bar is maybe the best tasting bar I've ever had before. I know that the xylitol in there bothers you a little bit, but I really, really like those. That's almost it for me these days for bars.
Protein powder, do you still use Mercola?
Very infrequently. I use Standard Process. I really like. Okay. I like Vital Proteins, Marine Collagen.
Yep.
And I like Primal Kitchen Collagen, and I also like the Bulletproof Energy Collagen. I think supplementing with collagen protein along with some whey protein is a really powerful combination for our young athletes for muscle building and joint repair. So I like those. Of course, for hydration powder, we're huge fans of Element. I mean, big. Yeah. Mike has the single packs to try them in the office if you're interested. We have the full boxes as well. I think it's the best hydration formula out there.
Yep. I agree 100%. Next thing is apparel, cozy apparel. Lululemon's Align leggings with pockets, LL Bean slippers, Athleta sweatshirts and stuff like that. I'm a big I don't know if you can. Oh, this is a Lululemon. Most of the time it's Under Armour. I love the Under Armour brand, and most of my shell is Under Armour. What about you?
I use Under Armour as well. What I want to try that I haven't not yet is some Vuori. I want to try some Vuori clothes. That's Vuori. That's something that I'd be targeting maybe next year for sure.
Cool. Personal favorite things: hooded gloves for outdoor running, kombucha brew kit and other kits, TheraBox and other subscription boxes. I love my mittens that I wear when I walk the dog every night. It's cold, it's windy down on the beach. And mittens, my son has them with him in Virginia, and he's ordered to bring them home. But it definitely makes a difference. What about you?
These things are all great. Like I was a part of a subscription box for like 5 years until they discontinued it. So I like those. You see them marketed all over the place. Yes, I've been investing in better outdoor running gear because I do still run. I run all the way through the winter outside, and your hands need to be properly covered. It's kind of tough to run when it's 12 degrees outside. So I love that idea. Of course, a kombucha brewing kit sounds really ominous, but I trust you. It's easy, and I can help you. I can help you through that as well.
Sure.
So I like those things.
Absolutely. Good stuff. So last two. Number 9 is tech, waterproof shower speaker, natural sleep wake alarm clocks, and our big favorite, fitness trackers.
Yeah, I mean, you use which one? You use the Fitbit, Mike?
Fitbit still, yes.
And I use the Aura Ring, so
Yep.
I think fitness trackers are tremendous. I mean, I look at my I look at my steps, I look at my readiness, I look at my sleep score every day, and they all have more elaborate things in there. But those are the things that I look at every single day, and it really helps you correlate what's right for you. Like what's the best time for you to eat? What's the best time for you to go to bed? Does alcohol bother you or not bother you? All
Yep.
sorts of different things. Like how many steps am I truly getting? Do I think I'm getting 10,000 steps and I'm only getting 7,000 steps a day? I mean, I really think fitness trackers are great, and they're only getting better.
Yeah, I see, over the next 5 years, the fitness tracking industry it's already exploded, and now it's going to get more dialed in. So they're always upgrading the devices, which is really cool. And it just gives you, like we said, a baseline to look at. Like it's not really guessing. And I know sometimes they say that the trackers could be off as much as 20 to 30%, but it's giving you a baseline to look at. So I think they're really important, and they have come down in price dramatically. So that's another beautiful thing.
And the best companies are just constantly upgrading and changing and getting better and better and
Yep.
better. So yes, they may not be 100% accurate all the time, but they're only getting better.
They're only getting better. Last one is stocking stuffers. CBD, muscle rub, stress balls, bath bombs, and natural sleep tea. Just things to stick into that stocking. The natural sleep tea is an easy one. There's plenty out on the market. There's a really good one it might be Tulsi Tea.
Yeah.
Really good one. And they're non-addictive, non-habit forming. And they're just going to help you to bring down your stress level from the day and help you get to sleep.
Okay, well, that's it. Good
That's
session.
it.
Just
Yep.
under 30 minutes, our target time. Perfect. Mike, I'll see you in the office on Friday, bud.
Sounds good. Bye, guys. Have a great night.
Bye.